Yo, what's up guys, my name is Mr. Freeze2244 and welcome to another Payday 2 video. In this one we're going to be doing the Diamond Heist, complete stealth, highest difficulty setting, the death sentence, and we're going to do one down as well. I've switched over to PC from console, so that's why you're seeing weird stats at the bottom left corner of your screen. I used mods to boost those things to get back to, or get all my skills back to what it was on console. So here we are. We are not using any kind of cheats or anything like that, or them kind of mods. All I used is mods to get my skill points back to how it was on console. So we are doing the Diamond Heist, full stealth. I think we only take out one guard overall. We're going to use the Cavity 9mm for this one, the Judge shotgun, and we'll use the ECM jammer, the body bag case, and that's pretty much it. We're not really going to use much anything anyway, apart from the Judge shotgun for once, one shot, and that was it. But essentially, this is pretty much how we do it. So from the very start, the game is basically wanting you to start hacking the security system. However, yes, we do have to look for those hacking system, the security system, sorry, but we are going to be simultaneously looking for laptops that we need to hack, and I'm going to be looking for a dude that we need to get a keycard off. So we're all doing all these things simultaneously, so you might see me wandering around a bit because they're all spawning in random locations. So we are currently looking for laptops and the security systems. So one of the laptop spawn points are in here, so here we go. Again, it can be random, and once we've typed in the password, we need to remember the colour and the number itself. So that's green number 3, so we need to remember those. Sometimes a laptop can spawn in here, but it's not one in here. Obviously the key thing when it comes to doing anything stealth in this game, you have to make sure you're remaining crouched pretty much at all times. I know people are going to be telling me to do the sprint, jump, crouch movement thing, but I really don't like doing that because I don't like things that manipulate and change the way the game is supposed to be played. I think it's almost like a glitch, and I don't really want to rely on things like that. It's not really how I like to do things. I like to be slow and patient when it comes to stealth in this game, making sure we mark as many people as possible. Cameras we don't really need to worry about too much. It'd be nice if we could find a security room though. There's usually a laptop that spawns in here as well, but not on this playthrough, both of them game through. So the Bane has actually told us where the security system is now, so it's upstairs. But considering the laptop that we found are on this floor, the other two laptops should be on the same floor as well. So there is a laptop in here, so I'm just going to loot this camera first. Don't think there's any guards. Oh, there is a guard here. Okay. So I'm going to go around the other side. Again, staying crouched. Hack this laptop real quick. Use the password. So that's red number 4. So we're going to go upstairs now and try and take care of the security system. We are still missing one laptop, but we may as well take care of the security system because they're right here anyway. At least take a while for them to hack. So during this diamond heist, we're actually going for the red diamond as well. It's random if that spawns or not, but I was fortunate enough to actually get the red diamond. There's a security room to my right. I actually completely missed that when I was actually playing this. I've only just noticed it now as I'm watching now, back. So we've got both security systems, so we need to go and find that remaining laptop. So we've got one more laptop to go, which is the blue number, I believe. So it has to be down there at the back. But there's a guard to my left. I can see this little flashlight. So I'm just going to stay here for a moment. May as well loot that while I'm here. Guard is in an awkward position. I want to get past him. There we go. Oh, there's a guard there as well. I think there's a laptop down there in that room where he just came from. Yes, it is. Here it is. So that is blue number 1. What was that? So green number 3, red number 4, and blue number 1. So I really should write these things down, and that's what I intended to do while I was playing the gameplay here. So I tried to write it down, but I didn't have any pens or my mobile phone to hand, so I had to just try and remember them in my head. But it's always best to write them down when you're playing through this. Highly recommended. There is a couple of heists in this game that requires you to do that. So what we're doing now, we've got all the laptops, and we're waiting for the hacking systems to do its thing. We are looking for the guy in the white suit, so he has a key card. He can be random. He can be on this floor, in random locations. We just got him. Just a matter of finding him. Whilst we're trying to avoid these guards as well, it's a little bit difficult to hunt around for someone while you've got a load of guards and a lot of cameras around. I really wished I noticed that security room when I was during this gameplay, because it would have helped a lot when it comes to the cameras. But after a while, Bane will tell you where the dude is anyway. But he can be on this floor, or he can be on the floor below, because he does travel from floor to floor as well. He doesn't just go in one floor. He could be anywhere. So now our official objective is to get the keycard, but we're always trying to do that pre-hand. I didn't even notice that guy on the roof. That's crazy. Come on, Ralphie. There he is. But there's a guard in here too. Yeah, great. You need to be careful with this cover as well, because it's not very consistent cover. You may be well hidden here, but if he turns around, I guarantee he will spot you. Because this wood that's above you, it doesn't really cover you as much. I really wanted to grab him here, but I just knew it was just going to be too late, because there was a guard right there. I'm pretty sure there was a camera on the wall as well, but I really wanted to grab him there. And if I shot him, it would have just pushed him. That would have been a mission fail right there. So I had to be a little bit more patient. Now he's walking off over in that direction, and I think he goes downstairs as well, so he does cause a little bit of a problem. I took out this guard right here, which is completely unnecessary. I didn't need to do this. Otherwise, we could have just gone through this whole thing without even touching the guard. But the reason why I took this guard out here is just in case that guy came back up to this area, so we can take him out without any guards being in this area, being a problem. So that's the reason why I shot him right there and then. But we really didn't need to do that, in hindsight. But that's just me trying to be careful. We have up to 4 of those anyway, 4 pages. But I don't use any more. That was the first and last kill. But we need to get to this guy right here. He's moving quite fast as well.
Keep looking. He's around there somewhere.
Just trying to catch up with him. Still plenty of guards, plenty of cameras everywhere. So we'll just rush down these staircase real quick. Highlight all these guards. Normally I would recommend just shooting this guy. If you have him in a completely secluded area, then fair enough, go ahead and you know, take him as a hostage and go and grab his keycard that way. Or, you know, if you haven't really got much time, I'd go and just shoot him. If I was you. Because this takes too long in my opinion. I almost thought that was... If that guard turned around at that point, that would have been a mission fail right there. So in that moment I got a little bit lucky. That's why I'd always recommend just shoot him. The amount of money that you lose is very minuscule. So now he's dropped the keycard. All we can go do right now is go for the vault. Because of our spawn point, didn't spawn in the game in a very good, ideal spot when it comes to this particular heist, because the route back is actually quite a long one. But we need to make our way to the vault. At this point, I was just trying to remember what the number was. I couldn't actually remember. I was going through my head and I was trying to go back to each laptop in my head, trying to remember what each code was, and I couldn't really remember. I was like, I think it was green 3, red 4, and blue 1. So that's what I thought. Let's go for it. It's a little bit awkward doing this as well. There we go. We actually grabbed the sapphires that are in this area as well. I think we only lose... the only one we didn't grab is the one in the cafeteria, I believe. Because I think we grab about 3 or 4 out of the these display cases. But I grab all the jewellery from here, definitely. We can't smash any of these display cases because the alarm goes off, so we need to be careful with that. We can only use the diamond cutters. Is it just me, or does that sound really satisfying? Probably just me. I think everyone will probably cringe at that. But yeah, I was fortunate to have the red diamond spawn here for me.
What now? Huh? Now what?
I like how he announces it to everyone that he's found another vault. Found a keycard! Keycard! We're in the vault! But yeah, I'm just bagging these diamonds up there right now. We'll collect these a little bit later on. I think there was 8 bags in here. So with the red diamond as well, that's 9. So just making sure we grab all the extra jewellery that's here. I think that's everything. How's this going? Nope, can restart that. Right, let's double check everything. I think I've got all this display. Oh no, there's one more. Okay. Yeah, I think I've got everything there. Yes. So we're actually going to grab the red diamond first, because, you know, you may as well. But like I said, we didn't spawn in a very good spot at the start, so the route back is a little bit longer one than I wanted it to be, but it's not the worst spawn in the world. We just have to be mindful of all the guards, because there's a lot of guards wandering around. And we still haven't took out the cameras either. So that's an extra challenge. We just have to make sure that we're completely patient at this point.
One shiny piece of carbon.
So let's take this back first.
Probably worth a small fortune.
So I don't know where all the guards are right now, so I'm just staying hopeful. I'm gonna grab a couple of sapphires out of this display case. I think I'll grab the other one later on. Oh, that was a close one. I think the guard's right there on the corner. Yeah, we can see his flashlight there. That's the thing. That's what's the beauty about this game, is that the guard, they're unpredictable, and you have some good moments really when it comes to these little moments where you just look around a corner and there's a guard there. When it comes to something like Hitman, for example, the guards are very, very predictable, and you can see through walls with your instincts and stuff like that. So it's a lot more easier to handle in a game like Hitman 2. But when it comes to Payday 2, it's a completely different story. I think with this area, we just need to watch out for a couple of the cameras. There's not really many guards up on this floor. So we just need to do that 8 more times. So it's a bit of a long one, but that red diamond's worth 2.3 million. Damn. I know you're probably telling me to use the elevator shaft there, because it might have been a little bit easier, but I just didn't really notice it at the time. I had pretty much tunnel vision from this point. But we do end up using it anyway, after I realise. But yeah, there's a few display cases that are dotted around the map. I didn't ultimately go for those because, you know, I just didn't really want to fail at the point when we've already got all the loot. If there was another person with me, then fair enough. But it's not worth that extra money anyway, I don't think. But yeah, when it comes to the hardest settings, you have to make sure you pretty much grab every piece of loot there is possible. So my tactics for getting back was basically get up that staircase, make sure there's no guards to the left or right, and clear this area, make sure there's no guards around here as well. And because apart from this guard here, we only have to worry about the cameras, which are not a problem anyway. And then we just climb up the ladder of this elevator shaft, go around the corner, and we're pretty much there. So it's not, like I said, it's not the worst spot in the world. But it does get a little bit tedious having to go back and forth like 8 more times. But we can drop it down the elevator shaft, no problem. Again, we just have to keep in mind where all the guards are, because they could be anywhere. This staircase just scares me because you can't see who's around. And we don't have any spy cameras, we don't have any extra equipment or anything like that, any favours.
Watch out, guard. Camera, look out. Security camera. Guard.
Good job there's not a guard behind me right now, otherwise I'd be screwed. See, the guard he spins around, and it's very difficult to judge what he's going to do next. That behaviour is very strange when it comes to the AI. Where am I going? It's this way. Alright, six more bags. Jump down here. Getting used to the route now. Oh. The thing is with the cameras, there's so many cameras, I always don't know which one exactly is looking at me. I know there's an indicator there, but because there's so many cameras, like, I don't know. By the time you turn around to check, you know, you've been spotted, so. But I kind of wish I took out the security room, but I guess it doesn't matter. Just throw these up here to be a little bit more efficient rather than running back and forth all the time. I know a lot of people will be saying you should shift it that way anyway, but I don't want to risk any of the guards seeing these bags, because that would be bad. I think that's the last of them. Yep. Okay, so we've got 6 more of these.
Watch out.
Oh, there's a guard there. I didn't even notice him then. Another guard there. Ah, damn.
Guard. Guard on patrol.
Okay, we're good. Five more. Back down the elevator shaft.
Watch out. Guard.
Oh,
Guard,
it's a bit of a tricky one. Now, if this guard comes this way, actually no, we would have been fine, and we could have gone around the corner. But I backed myself into this little gap here, which is not a good idea. So if he was to come this way, I would have been in trouble there.
Guard on patrol.
But we needed him to walk away before we moved forward, because you don't know with this AI, they could have turned around.
Guard. Camera.
Just making sure we don't get spotted here. So the cameras ain't that big of a deal. It depends if you've got a big long corridor, because their line of sight is actually quite long. There's a guard to my right there, but it doesn't matter. There's 4 more to go, and we're golden. Or diamond, we should say. But yeah, if you are interested in my stealth build, let me know in the comments. I could easily do a video on that. But to be honest, there's probably several of these stealth kind of builds online anyway already, and they're probably pretty much all the same. There's only so many skills and perks that can actually help you out when it comes to Payday. I mean, if you're not using the burglar perk deck for stealth and majority of all the ghost stuff, then what are you doing? When it comes to weapons, it doesn't really matter what weapon you use, really, as long as the concealment is quite high, and you've got a shotgun as one of your either your secondary or your primary, because you want to use that to like blast people out of the way if they get spotted. I'm gonna go for this one right now. Grab this sapphire. So at least we'll grab these. But yeah, a judge shotgun is good for this because it's got a high concealment and it's got a lot of power.
Look out, guard.
I wouldn't really have to worry. If I took out the cameras and I took out that extra guard there, this would be such like a really quick run. We could literally run from the vault to this place here. Apart from the only people I have to worry about is the people around the staircase, around the vault. That's it. But if we took out that guard down there and we actually took out the cameras earlier, then we could have done this a lot faster. That would have been awkward if he came this way.
Guard on patrol.
So there's another guard there.
Guard on patrol.
Another camera to the left.
Guard, careful.
It's important to keep marking the guards.
Guard.
I backed off here because I didn't really like the situation. There was a guard coming down to the left and there's a guard here coming as well as the cameras. And if I stayed there, I would have probably been spotted there by that guard.
Patrol.
So it's a good thing I did back off, really. You don't really want to take too many risks. This goddamn camera. Yep, the guard's coming back this way.
Guard, careful.
I think it's safe to go now.
Look out, guard. Watch out.
Oh.
Guard.
Again, I don't know whether it was that camera above me there or the camera to my right. But we just got 3 more bags now, come on.
Guard. Guard on patrol.
There's a guard right there, because I just saw his flashlight there. But he's looking the other way, so we should be fine.
Look out, guard. Watch out, guard.
There we go, 2 more. At this point, I'm just like, let's get this over with.
Camera.
As long as there are no guards here.
Look out.
I always get suspicious when there's no guards around that area because I think, where are they? They often just pop up when you least expect them.
Guard, careful. Guard.
Yeah, there's no one around here at this point. Let's go for it. Just 2 more bags. Oh, the guard right there. Look at me being vigilant and cautious.
Look out, guard.
I mean, when it comes to these, there's no checkpoints. There's no save points. If you fail, you're back to the start. That's it. So the time that you've invested into each particular heist, some heists can take a lot longer than this. And the last thing you want to happen is you invested in 30 minutes into a heist and you've kind of lost it. Just over a silly mistake because you rushed something, or I don't know, you wasn't concentrating properly at that point. That would suck real bad.
Guard, stay back.
But it's punishing you. But it's basically what makes the stealth so rewarding in this game, I think. Once you've actually completed a heist, complete stealth, you actually feel like you have you feel good about it. When you compare it to something like Hitman 2, for example, or something like that, you don't really feel proud when it comes to doing a... Because the highest achievement you can get in Hitman is Silent Assassin certainly. But I don't feel the same sense of pride of completing a heist in Payday 2 to Hitman 2. So I'd say the value of completing a heist on the highest difficulty on Payday 2 is a lot more rewarding than Hitman 2 is. But that's all the diamonds done. Again, we've missed a couple of the little display cases around the place. I think there's probably about 3 of them I've missed. I'm not completely sure on that. But it's only been a small amount of cash. It's probably about 100,000 that we've missed. But actually, it's obviously a lot less than that. For about 20,000 each. So if I've missed 3, that's what, 60k. But yeah, we've got a decent reward there, decent XP. And that's it, there we go. So that's the diamond heist, complete success, complete stealth. Only took out 1 guard, we didn't even need to do that. But yeah, that's the diamond heist, guys. Thank you very much for watching, hopefully you've enjoyed that one. Subscribe if you are brand new to the channel, and hit the bell notification to be notified of all future videos and live streams, and consider supporting me on Patreon, or even becoming a member of the channel by clicking the join button below, or clicking the link in the description for the full details of the memberships and the patrons. Big shout out to Arjao and the Shafe, because still becoming top tier Psycho Assassin members of the channel. I really do appreciate it, and if you want to see more Payday 2 content, let me know in the comments as well of what I should be covering next. I really do appreciate the feedback. I'll see you guys later. Cheers.